Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and today we're going to be unboxing a lot of Ultimate Editions that I picked up. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today we are unboxing a lot of Ultimate Editions I picked up, and they're not full Ultimate Editions. I believe they're missing head sculpts, accessories. They're not complete, but I don't typically shop for fodder lots complete. I got this off of Facebook, one of the wrestling figure groups. Was brushing my teeth one night and I saw this post uploaded and I immediately messaged, and I have gotten from this guy before some other Ultimate Edition, I'm pretty sure. So this wasn't the first time ordering stuff from him, and it got here in just a few days from California to the middle of the US here in Kansas. So I am very excited. I know I only really remember a couple of the Ultimates that were in here, but I want to start making more Ultimate Edition customs, so this is going to help quite a bit. Let's unbox. Okay, let's get to it. Like I said, I've been wanting to make some more Ultimate Edition customs, and when the Ultimate Edition line initially started, I thought it was going to be more like definitive versions of wrestlers. I mean, I guess they started with the Ronda Rousey and Ultimate Warrior, but even the Ultimate Warrior I thought was really cool because it was the WCW version. So I just thought it would be more just like one guy, like everyone's gonna get an Ultimate Edition, maybe different eras, but I just didn't think it was gonna be as widespread as it is now, which maybe it's just because of how well the line did, but I'm not complaining. I like it, but I think I'm gonna start going for more just like doing a lot of detail, throwing a lot into some Ultimate Edition customs to make, like I said, definitive versions of different guys. So having said that, the first one out of the box here is going to be that first Ultimate Edition we got of Hulk Hogan. Clearly there was some thought going into this, and I kind of like it. These are the Rosie or Jamal, I think Jamal hands from the Legends figures thrown onto Hogan, so the fingers don't match. Those fingers might match the newer skin tone, now that I think about it. But I have seen this torso used a few times. I'm not exactly sure who specifically I'm going to be making. This one I am sure. So this torso, I'm going to be getting rid of all the tattoos on it, and I'm going to be using this to make myself a Jacob Fatu figure. So we'll pop those legs off. I know 3XR Studio did a Jacob Fatu custom, and I want to say he used the Solo. I don't remember exactly. I don't think I looked close enough, but this is going to be used for Jacob Fatu. I'm like 90% sure on that one. And then speaking of the new skin tone Hulk Hogan, here's one of those Hulkster bodies with that hot dog tan. Let's see. Oh, this actually, it's not dark enough, which is funny. That skin tone's just outrageous, but it totally fits. So what do we got? Solo, and then two Hogans. Next up here, I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. I'm going to have to get creative. At the very least, I'll be able to use these legs, but we're going to find something for this Macho Man. I do really like the like the way that they did the shoulders. I don't know how well repainting all of this up top will translate, so I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. But the yellow legs, maybe I'll use those for like a sting or something. I don't know. I'll find a way to use those. We always find ways to use stuff. One of my mottos for making customs this year is to stop saving pieces. A lot of times when I'm putting stuff together, I'm like, oh, I'll use that. I'll say, I don't want to use this right now. I'm done doing that. I have so much fodder. If you saw my collection video, you saw how much extra stuff I have, and I always pick up stuff when I can get a deal, like today, and I don't need to keep saving pieces. I have plenty. Next up here is a Cody. So I think the torso, I assume this is from that Mattel Creations exclusive that came with this size torso, and it's on the silver legs. Which I swear I needed silver legs for a custom I was doing the other day, and now I can't think of it. And we'll think of it. It'll come up. But this torso, I was thinking I was going to do a Joe Hendry and use this torso, but I think I'm going to use the Sami Zayn torso instead. So this will just be floating out there. I'll find a way to use it. I do, like I said, I want to make more Ultimate Edition customs. So all of these are going to get put to use. I'm going to try to find something. There's a chance I might use this torso to make a version of Taz when he came to WWE in his like overalls or jersey kind of look. I might try that. I feel like I've seen people do that using that Hogan skin tone for Taz, so I might give that a shot. Ooh, here we go. We've got one of the new Dusty Rhodes bodies, and I saw someone make a nice like NWA version of Dusty with his Ultimate body, but I kind of want to make a Stan Hansen. I'll see. I think I have a Stan Hansen head, but I'll pop that on there and see how it looks. I forgot that this was in there. Well, that's exciting. Let's see, who do we got next? This one. So this one I have a few of, actually. So I did just make a custom recently of this Cena. I've got like 3 or 4 of these Cena bodies. This one does have small arms on it. I don't know if they were swapped around here elsewhere. But instead of the big Cena arms, these just have the smaller arms. So I actually don't think it looks that bad like that. Kind of surprises me. That torso I'm just not a huge fan of. I don't like what they did with the place. But I do like that shoe mold, like just the different look for it. It functionally, it's not great, very loose, wobbly, but it looks better than the normal Cena like elite shoes, I guess. What were we? I don't know what the plan was on this one. We've got a Mr. T. I've had plenty of Mr. T's through the collection. These have the rosy gloves on them. Maybe I wonder who it was gonna be. I'm trying to think of black wrestlers that wore gloves. Booker T. R-Truth. That's all I can think of. I'm not sure. But this torso, I think, is the perfect torso for Booker T. I have my Ultimate Edition in the white attire that I made, which is the Chase version of the Monday Night Wars figure, I think. And that has this torso, and I might end up putting this torso. I've got a few spare anyway. I might end up putting that torso onto the black attire that we got. Then next up is an Austin, and this one had we not gotten that Monday Night War Austin announced, I might have saved this and made another Austin. But I don't know. I think it's a bigger torso. But the Monday Night War Austin that they announced has the soft goods shorts and shirt, and then it also has the bigger legs and bigger arms for sure. So can't remember if the torso is larger, but the arms and the legs are, and I am very excited to get. I will pick up. That's one I'm not gonna try to wait for any sort of clearance. I don't know if Walmart really does a lot of clearance anyway. I think you kind of have to get lucky. So anytime I see that Stone Cold, I will be picking it up for Stone Colds, but also for some Raven customs. Finally, just throw some cloth goods jean shorts on him and call it good. Then next here, and there's some good scores in here. We have the ringside exclusive Outsiders Nash, and I do have the figure already. but I am definitely going to be making a custom Nash from this. I kind of want to put I have an Undertaker torso that's the same mold, same shape, so I might put that on here. I'm trying to think if he wore, I think he wore like a red top with black pants maybe, so I'm gonna find some way to make some more Kevin Nash figures, or paint up, I think I have one of his head sculpts. I get this head sculpt and paint it up blonde. I don't have a blonde Nash in my collection, I don't think. Maybe like the 2002 NWO Nash might be the only one I have with blonde hair. Pretty sure so. Yeah. But that is all the Ultimate Editions, and I'll throw this in here. I have a package I hadn't opened yet that also showed up in the mail today. So I need this. Okay, let me pause. I'll be right back. Okay, got this out of the envelope here, and I picked up a new not TLC, a WeLC 3-man band Hornswoggle here, and I picked this one up because I'm going to need a replacement, because I will be using the current Hornswoggle that I have to make none other than the Rizzler right here. And I don't know much about the Costco guys, don't know much about the Rizzler. I know that they pop up on AEW. I know that dad hustles, and I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't help myself. I ordered this from Hederation, and I am going to be making the whole trio: the Rizzler, Big Justice, as well as AJ. Is that the dad's name? Big Boom AJ? Yeah. But I needed a Hornswoggle, and I was going to use this body, but I wanted to get one in my collection because I think it's a fantastic figure, and I think WeLC is one of my favorite, easily my favorite pre-show match of all time in WWE, AEW. WeLC was just awesome. So I didn't want to not have that Hornswoggle in my collection, especially as much as his figures go up and down price-wise, but that'll be for my Rizzler. So we've got Swoggle here on top of all of my Ultimate Editions, so a modest, a humble unboxing, but still some really nice stuff in here. Sometimes I go for quantity, sometimes I go for quality, and being able to get this many Ultimate Edition torsos for a pretty decent price, I think I might have, well, what do we got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think I paid like $9 or $10 each. I can't remember exactly what I paid. Something around there. But I'm always going to take that when I'm getting Ultimate Edition. I mean, the torsos, but the legs, the works, I'm excited for. So anyway, that is going to be everything for today's unboxing. If you made it to the end here, I appreciate it very much. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude